Hello traders, and welcome back to Trading with Bill, Options and Forex on a Monday, November 30th, 2015, last day of the month, and we are getting ready for December. Lots of stuff going on in December. Fed rate hike, all that good stuff. We'll get to that in just a second. Remember, this is helping losing traders become winning traders, and we do that as a group. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. We're about 65 minutes into the London session. Not a lot of no high impact news events today. A lot of medium, a lot of CPI coming out of the Eurozone throughout the London session today. So we'll keep an eye on that as that goes on. And we got some charts to look at today. It's good to be back. It was off for a couple of days. And yeah, it's good to be back. Full steam ahead. Lots going on. So let's get started. My name's William Gilday. I'm your moderator. Well, I'm the man that they call Bill. And we're just going to, I'm just like you, just a regular, ordinary trader that sits in front of my computers many hours a day, early in the morning to late at night, and try to make some profits with some fundamentals. You know, we need fundamentals, traders. Fundamentals keeps us in line and keeps price action moving. You know, if we had no fundamentals, we wouldn't have no Forex. We wouldn't have no options, right? Fundamentals are what keeps this whole business going. So never knock fundamentals, as I'm a technician and I love reading charts and candlesticks and price structure and price analysis and, you know, all that stuff, you know, which we do and use different tools like Fibonacci and harmonics and Ichimoku clouds, right? There's a time and a place for all that stuff depending on what instrument you're trading, and it's so important that we do that. I started trading in 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career, fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders came to Thailand 9 days later for a 3-month holiday. Well, I'm in my 8th year in Thailand and absolutely loving it. And I do sit in front of my computers a lot. I'm in front of my computers about 7:15 a.m. Thailand time, which is 15 hours on Wall Street, and we finish at about 11 a.m. on Wall Street, and that's 2,300 hours in Bangkok, Thailand. So that's just a little bit about myself, and you know, I do lose trades, as you'll see today. I'll bring up some of my options that are in a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. Don't panic. We have good money management, and we are going to take care of it, right? That's so important, money management. All right, let's get this legal stuff out of the way. Let's get started. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. My friends, if you're spending your rent money or your mortgage or your car payment on your trading platform, go to a demo account. Don't be so foolish, okay? Always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's put a couple of currency pairs together. Today I had some harmonic patterns show up on my charts. So let's get started, and we are taking a look at the Aussie dollar. So this is a deep crab, and it's a bullish pattern. We want this, right? We're looking for this reversal, and we want to head this up to the 72.36 area. But I'm not really eager to jump in this because I'm bearish in the Aussie, right? I'm really bearish in the Aussie. I really don't expect this to get up to C, and you know, that's where we want to get to, right? That's at 0.7240. So you know, that's where we want to get to, and of course we've got to take our first scaling at our B position, and that's at 0.7210. And current price is currently at 0.7186. So, you know, like I said, I'm not bullish in this pair. I don't think this pair is bullish. So I'm not like really eager to jump in here and take this up. And, you know, this is something that we have to make decisions on as a trader, right? Are you going to jump in this or are you going to stay out of it? And that's just, you know, what do you want to do? This is that, you can see the gray shadowed box on the bottom there where D is. That's the PRZ zone where we want to enter our trade, and we are already out of that, as this is only a 60-minute chart, so we've been out of that since like Asia. We've popped out of this box. Now we've got a big red candle. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not really looking to jump into this at the moment. Like I said, I'm bearish, but I will use it as a tool. And if you don't think that B level at 72.10 and at that C level at 72.40, I'm not going to be looking to jump in this baby to the downside, right? You know, you can use it in the other direction, even though it's intended, you know, to give us a bullish pattern and to buy this Aussie dollar to the upside, but not willing to do that. Okay, let's take a look at another currency pair, which is another one. This is a little hard to read. I apologize for that, folks. I didn't realize it was so small until I put it on my chart. But anyhow, this is a 30-minute chart on the pound dollar, and this is a butterfly. And again, this is a pair that looks to wanting to go up. However, we're out of the PRZ zone by about 4 or 5 hours. So, you know, again, I'm not bullish in the pound dollar, right? I'm dollar strength. I want to buy dollars. I don't want to buy sterling, right? So, you know, again, I'm going to use this as a tool and see how this works. But I am suggesting that this is probably going to break to the downside. I could be wrong, you know, but the pattern's there, and I'm going to watch it, right? You know, we can't be foolish. We got to take a look at these things. We got to watch it. If we have an opportunity, you know, there's no reason we can't jump into it. And we're going to stick our stop, you know, below that 1.500 area, down below there, probably at about 1.4980 down there. We're going to put our stop below our support. And you can tell that's a 30-minute chart by the color of the outside of a support resistance line. And, you know, our resistance on this 30-minute chart is at 1.5200. So we have a lot of space here to take this trade and to make some pips. So we're just going to watch it and watch fundamentals and see what goes on and how we can get in and out of this situation. All right, let's take a look at another one. Here's the euro yen. Here's a deep crab. Again, this is, you know, basically a reversal pattern that we want to take this to the upside, right? We're looking to long this. But, you know, the farther we get away from the PRZ zone, now that's that gray box where we would enter the trade. The farther we get away from it, the worse it is. So I'm bearish in the euro yen, right? I'm bearish in the euro yen. This is a 1 hour chart. So this is a couple of days out here, right? It's probably more than a couple of days. And so, you know, my thought process on this is, I think this is going to come up to resistance, and we could have put a trend line in here and pointed out resistance, and you know, I'd be looking at this 130.55 area to short this, right? 130.55, 130.60 to short this and take this to the downside. But I'm bearish in this. The issue is, do you really want to be in a yen pair or a euro pair with all that's going on? Remember now, the ECB has their big meeting this week, so we're going to hear from the ECB on Thursday. So we have to keep in mind of that as we get close to that time. So, like I said, I want to short this, and I would say this pattern is pretty much void. We're pretty far away from the pattern now, so I think we're going to have to skip that one as far as using the pattern as a tool at this point. All right, that is all I have for you on the Forex side. Nothing going on with the euro dollar. It's just dumping like a rock off a building, and it's just not moving anywhere, folks, except down. And the trick with the euro dollar is you need to get in. I'm sorry I didn't make a slide of it, but, you know, where are we going to get in? And again, do I want to be in front of that freight train with Draghi making his big announcement on Thursday? So we'll see. If I'm in any trade with a euro, I'm sure going to be break even or out of the trade when he speaks, right? But he doesn't have anything rosy to say. He's not saying good things, right? He's not saying good things, my friend. So, all right, let's head over to the options side, and let's take a look at our options trades that we have open. Okay, and we're down, folks. I mean, we're $275 down at the moment. We've got 3 trades still open. The first one on the top, let's talk about that. That's Expedia. These are all vertical spreads, my friends. These are all vertical spreads. And we have 11 days left in this Expedia, and I have a chart that I'll show you in just a second here. And then we have Pandora, and then we have the triple Qs, which is the power shares. And I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so we're negative, but we have some time. We have 11 days left on Expedia. We have 18 days left on Pandora, and looks like this Friday we need this triple Qs to come down. And we're going to take a loss on that pair. Okay, so we're looking at. Looks like we got an $87 loss. No, that's not right. Looks like 113. That would be a loss. It's in the money, and the PL. So we're negative $87 at the current moment on the triple Qs. Let's take a look at some charts. Okay, so here is Expedia. The only thing that gives me some confidence that this trade still might work out is a couple of things. One, you can see I marked the price level where we're short in this vertical spread. And, you know, we want this to stay below the 125 area. I'm sorry, the 120 area. And we have a 125 sell. I'm sorry, 125 buy. So, you know, we really want this thing to get down. But we have, you know, a week and a half to go. Well, really 2 weeks. Friday, a week from Friday. So we have some time in this one where we can let this come. But what I like is that the moving averages are really like condensed up here. We got a 10 moving average, and we got the 55 moving average, all in this conundrum of lines here. And we're at resistance here. So, you know, we just need a really nice big red day and let this baby break through this and get down below 120 in the next week, 2 weeks, and we can get out of this big boy with some profit. So we'll see how it goes. We're not in a good shape right at the moment, I'll be honest with you. But I do like a couple of things. One is that stochastics, if you look at the bottom, is the stochastics is to the upside. But this is getting ready to hit the overbought area. Now, it could sit there in the overbought area, but to me, I look at that as a positive, as we're going to get a red notch to the downside. It might take 2 days to get there, but I think we have 11 days, so we're okay with that. More importantly, let's talk about the triple Qs. And this, we have a 113 sell, a 113.5 sell, and a 114.5 buy. So we're in the middle of this mess, and we've had 2 red candles. So we need this bad boy to drop. Again, we're at resistance here, but if you look at where we're at, realize, folks, we've got to get out of this trade Friday, right? I don't want to be in this trade a long time now. I'd really like to be out of this by Wednesday. So I'm hoping we get a really red day today on the markets, and this pulls back down, and we can get out of this mess and make a little bit of profit. I don't even care if we get out of here break even. But we need a down day. If we continue to go up, which this looks like this can head up to that 115.47, we're gonna take a hit on this bad boy. And if I see that, I might bail on it at 115. I don't know. If we get to 114.75, folks, I think we're gonna have to take a hit and just get out of it. Right? We want to keep our losses minimal. You know, if it's a bad trade, get out. That is one thing we got to know about trading. I don't care if it's Forex or options. If it's not working, get out. The only thing I'm standing here is we are at resistance. We're in a range. Price is in a range, and we have room to get out of this. And we just need, you know, we had 2 red days, and let's see if we can get a red day here and bust out of this and head to the downside. And we'll see we're going to watch this every day and keep an eye on this. And if this pops down, we're going to bail on this baby. We only have till Friday to get out of this, right? Okay. All right, traders did good today under that 15-minute mark. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill. I want to thank you for joining me on November 30th on a Monday, the start of a new trading week, and tomorrow starts our new trading month. Excited to be in December. Traders, you can always follow me at tradingwithbill.com, and if you don't see my video, go to my website, and normally I'll put a post up if I'm closed or I'm not doing it. And I also follow me on Twitter at WKG1960, as I do put announcements on what I'm doing on Twitter regularly. I'm a pretty big tweeter guy. All right, traders, have a great trading day. Remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, again, grab those profits. Be careful. It's a Monday. No real big news today, so be careful. I call it Observation Monday. Take care, my friends. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.